juicy cauliflower steaks, crispy lentils, and an amazing version of romesco sauce. This trio is incredibly stunning to look at, mind-blowing to taste, and unbelievably easy to make. Let's dig in. I often get asked how to cook lentils so they are not mushy. And since there are many kinds of lentils, there isn't a one size fits all. Either way, here's a few tips. The smaller the lentils are, the quicker they cook. Black lentils tend to be the smallest. Therefore, they're gonna have the shortest amount of time frame. Whatever you do, don't treat your lentils like rice, which I mean, like, don't get it to a boiling point, cover it up, and then be hands off until the timer's done. During the cooking time, stir the lentils here and there, getting some of those surface lentils down to the base. 5 to 10 minutes before your lentils are done, try to gauge the tenderness. Mushy lentils don't just creep up on you. There's signs that your lentils are getting there that they tell you just a few minutes before being done. Bonus tip, grab a can. Then all the other tips kind of just disappear. Cutting cauliflower into steaks can be extremely tedious, especially if you're doing it for the first time. Best thing you can do is start by chopping it straight down the middle and push down with 2 hands from there. Pending the thickness you're looking for, you can get possibly 2, 3, and sometimes even 4 steaks. The rest of the cauliflower you could either cut into florets and then reserve, but typically I'll cut it into florets and just toss it on another baking tray. For texture purposes, we're going for a crispy lentil. I mean like crispy lentils. We don't just want like one single lentil kind of just hanging out in there. Crispy lentils to be plated alongside our other less firm ingredients. For convenience, I added both the cauliflower and the lentils to the same baking tray. Halfway through, we do need to flip the cauliflower steaks, and I guess what you could say is kind of push the lentils around, you know, to basically rotate them to cook also. Outside of cleaning, 2 small baking trays might make sense, either because your ingredients are too crowded or because it may be easier just to be able to flip your cauliflower without these mini black marbles in the way. What if you don't want to use cauliflower or lentils? What do? You switch up both or switch up one. Great substitutions for cauliflower could be broccoli, which I would cut into florets, broccolini, bok choy. For lentils, you could try cannellini beans or butter beans, but I wouldn't roast these though. I would just wait until the end of cooking and kind of serve them alongside. If you want something that is right in the middle of both of these ingredients, I would go with chickpeas. You could roast these and make them crunchy, or you could serve them as is. I feel like either way, you really can't go wrong there. I like a very smooth version of this sauce, but if you don't have a blender, use a food processor for a slightly chunkier version. Once this is all done, plate this by dropping your sauce at the bottom. I go lentils next, then cauliflower on top. Romesco sauce is typically served with a fish element, hence why our lentils were cooked with a bit of kombu in there to give it that andarasi type of vibe. I have no idea why I said it like that. I'm not sure if Sebastian's gonna appreciate the reenactment as much as I do. This full recipe can be found linked in the description, or head on over to my website, makeitdairyfree.com. If you are not part of the cooking club, you're missing out. Somebody won $100 last month simply for cooking dinner for themselves. Thanks a ton for watching and the support. Don't forget to check out my membership program. Till next time, believe in good. Peace.